Alright, everybody! Today, we are covering the February 10th updates for Craftopia. Part 1. There's a lot to cover, y'all. Let's get to it. Alright, y'all, let's check it out. We just opened up the game. This is their new announcement. Lunar New Year update has been released 2021, February 10th. They'll announce the new update date when it's decided. It's usually been month to month, and they've been doing that since October. So I imagine it'll probably be another month. So just to cover the Vroid setups real quick, we can go to Vroid hub settings down here. We can click settings on our character. And you can adjust a lot more stuff now. So if your character was the size of a Titan, you can now adjust and scale that so it fits behind the silhouette nicely, so that any items you have equipped, swords, bows, whatever, is a little more appropriate or just looks positioned correctly. You can show the quiver or not, show your accessories or not, you can show your head equipment or not. Then you can actually adjust the size of that head equipment, where it lands, and things of that nature. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You move it forward, back, just like me. If you made a hat on your character in Vroid Hub, this would be a great option for you. And you can actually use the numbers on the side to adjust a little more accurately. So yeah, super cool for that. And then you can use the Craftopia shader, or you can use the Vroid, whatever you prefer. So yeah. We will grab Saw and we'll hop in on a world. Alright guys, here we are. Bradshaw's boat, as you can see. So yeah, let's start by covering some of the new additions. I did a stream yesterday, so I already popped up all my missions as completed. So let's go over what's new for you guys. As you can see, I got a few more inventory spaces here. So we'll go to missions, or you can hit P to check that out. All these box things, as I complete them, this one will give me more equipment inventory space. This one will give me more usable item inventory space, like food. Again, usable item, material inventory space, so where you store your ingots and rock. So super cool with that. I'm going to cut down some more trees, evidently, and break some more stones. Down here, we already collected a ton. Inventory, skill point, usable item inventory. So inventory and skill points on the way. I think I have all the skill point missions complete. Let me just double check real quick. Nope, we're missing one. Defeat 3 enemies with close range attacks while having below a quarter of your health. Alright, so yeah. I think you can get a total of 60 skill points at the moment, which is enough for some pretty dope builds. So on that note, the picture book they also made much easier. So if we go into our inventory, we can actually select multiple things at a time. So let me select, we'll just do batteries. So I can offer that as an item, and that immediately goes in my picture book. So let's go to the picture book. We'll find where batteries would be. And look, we offered 48, so that makes it super easy. Now you don't have to go in there and individually do all the ones, and then go to offer item and click all and all that stuff. So you can avoid this process, and you can just go straight in, add it from your inventory whenever you're full on whatever. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And then you can select multiple, so we can like do this. Yeah, that's probably appropriate, right? Sure. And offer all of them. Voila! Ain't that wonderful? So yeah, that's super convenient with the picture book. So that's a nice thing they added. What else are we looking at? So they adjusted some of the stats on some armor and equipment. So let's head on over to the boat and I'll show you what we're looking at. The wings are much more majestic now. He doesn't look sprawled out. He actually looks like he's flying gracefully to some extent. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to check out is the workbench. things that they've added in here. One, they changed some names of some items, so now there's just a wooden axe, and it's no longer called a stone workbench, it's called a workbench. You have these uplifting supplements, so now now rock deposits or any deposits can go dry, but it'll just be like a dry deposit, something of the sort. You can use this to refresh that deposit. And I'm fairly certain they're talking about the large circle of rock that you can almost mine infinitely, which now you cannot. You will need the uplifting supplement. They've also added some saplings down here, tree seedling, and artificial bedrock of stone. So you can plant a stone or plant a tree. The tree, you will need the nutrient supplement to be able to grow it. So you plant the seedling, then you drop some nutrients on it, or manure. They have also added the furniture workbench, so this is where you'll make all your walls, your slopes, your angles, furniture of that nature. It's no longer in here, as you can see. There's no furniture anymore. They also have the machine factory and the skilled machine factory. So both these guys are where you're going to make your helicopters, your hoverboards, anything like that. The skilled machine factory will be able to make tanks. Yes, you can make tanks now. There's 3 different types of ammo. Fucking crazy, right? I figured we'd at least get a shotgun before a tank, but hey. Let's see, what else is new? So we got these 2 guys. We got the banknotes now, so you get a wad of this, and I'm pretty sure you can hold 10 mil. Requires 10 of these guys. So yeah, it's just easier to only have one of these at your bank with this guy sitting behind it with a wad of cash banknotes, and that's pretty dope. So it'll be easier to not have mass storage. They have also added in these super high-speed conveyor belts, which are dope. Even the picture looks faster. Does it even rotate quicker? No, it's about the same. They added these guys from the hoverboard race dungeon, so now you can make a racetrack with random bursts of speed in there. So that's pretty dope. And they added the firecrackers. So with the Lunar New Year, I think if you kill cows, they have a chance of dropping a red letter. But you can also make some firecrackers and some pretty neat lights, which I'll show you all in the furniture workshop shortly. We also have the cloud storage. Just takes a few items. The rhyolite you collect in hell. I'm pretty sure it appears after the geysers of lava. So those, it's just RNG. You'll find them randomly throughout hell. Just keep a lookout on the ground. But yeah, this you can access. I don't know if it transcends worlds, but evidently it's anywhere on the island. And I don't know if it transcends islands, so that'll be something neat to see. And this may make it super easy to move your base from one island to another within the same world. So I'm hoping it doesn't transcend worlds, but it does transcend islands, so you can use it anywhere within that world, if that makes sense. The clay is for the seedling, the bedrock, and ceramic, I believe. And then we got some new random things like this. And it's just for some new equipment. Armor, that is. So yeah, that covers it for the workbench, guys. We are going to check out the new weapons and armor now. So the skilled blacksmith, my god, man. We got some sweet things going on over here. So our new stuff, it's going to be down here, and then you use these guys to turn them into these guys up here. These are the top tier 3 new added weapons, though. So we have the Flower Staff Spirit Queen. Comes with parry and meditation. It's pretty dope. 560 magic attack, solid. So if you can buff that guy up in the refinery, that would be sweet. This guy, at a whopping 600 attack and magic attack, pretty damn sturdy. It gives you Frostmine, Lumberjack, and Wisdom. So if we're going for a hybrid sword and magic build, this guy is going to like kick ass and chew bubblegum. So what we're probably going to do is grind up as many of this 10 star as possible, refine it to plus 99 or wherever it goes to, and then we'll turn it into this guy. Hopes and dreams we get some decent enchants on it, because that could be super dope. We'll see what the new bosses have to offer. And yeah, we also get a spear, which looks awesome. Money Grubbler and Lifesteal. I can see how this could be neat. You can use a shield while the spear is equipped, but you cannot block and spear at the same time. They found it necessary to state that. So we also have some new accessories down here. We have the Amulet of Versatility, so it just gives you +1 resistance to all the common things at the moment: heat, cold, and poison, not hell. So you can equip 2 of those and have a level 2 resistance on each. which is nice. So it beat these guys. It essentially being like having all 3 of these equipped, but you only need 2. Anyways, you got the earring ice crystals. You just need ice crystal of Fenrir, which you'll find in the Frost Mountain by killing the world boss, and it gives you double jump. So I don't know what enchants he has, but we'll find out soon. And then they just did some rework on the stats given here. So if you look at the armor, the dragon will now reduce attack speed by 20%, but it gives you 25 to defense. The sinful armor will now increase your attack by 15, defense by 10, and then the magic armor is now magic attack plus 15 and defense by 10. These guys, they changed up a little bit as well. We got magic attack at 10, attack speed at 5%, and defense at 5. These guys, again, switched up. We got attack speed on them. These guys are the new ones, so I'd be curious to see what we can get on that spring and bolt and some of the other enchants. So this may be a pretty neat setup. Might be useful for a tank. We'll see. So yeah. And then these guys, they got an increase in defense. And as you can see, they threw on some actual skills on there. So with the armor, you now get parry as well as vitality. So that's pretty dope. I think that does it for the armor and weapons. That will do. And next, let's check out, there's nothing new in the hat. The hatter, that is. The potions that have been added is the poison resistance potion and the freezing resistance potion. Apparently these are necessary. Apparently those islands actually do some steady state damage now. So you don't want to just be walking around with... if you got the amulets to increase your resistance, great. I haven't been there yet, so I don't know how intense it is, but maybe we'll pop some potions before we go in there. Just to do some test runs. Next, let's check out our machine factory. So this is the skilled machine factory. In here you can make tank ammunition, which as you can see there's a lot of new componentry to work with that we can make, and it's going to take a few bits and pieces, so it'll take some time to get all this stuff ready, which is exciting. And we have a fucking tank, that's crazy! Artillery unleash counting Shutori to the hedge more than endless track. Ultra pivot turn to feel shy to crazy space armor. Even in the moonlight, night of rough terrain. Nico on Eco and 5 of force. Lovely, lovely translation there. But hey, at least we got a tank. That's crazy. And then some of these parts you can actually buy from the merchants. So what did I buy? I got a bunch of the bargain mechanical parts. I bought 20. They're expensive, but I bought 27. I only had like 10 mil on me. So yeah, or 5 mil, something like that. But yeah, sweet. You can make tanks now. It's coming along. We're hoping for an airplane or a boat next. Lastly, let's check out the furniture workbench. They added a bunch of new stuff, like the glass windows, the mesh, so you can have like a fence, or like the steel walls. Pretty sweet. They also added the ice slopes. They are slippery. So you get some materials in the new ice map, and you can check those out. And then they added all these cool little lights for the Lunar New Year. So I love how they keep the holiday events makeable. And then they added a bunch of chick floor lamp, apparently, to make it more of a chick-friendly environment. And you can get these ice sculptures, which I definitely need to make some of these, because that's pretty hilarious. You can get a glue. Oh, and apparently torches or flame these guys are vulnerable to it, so be careful. So yeah, a lot of new updates, guys. This was more or less all the new building things we got to. If I missed anything, I'll try and make a follow-up video just to make sure we recap everything that has been added in this new update and how glorious it has been. Lastly, let's cover, we looked at the missions real quick. Lastly, let's cover the skills. So I'm just going to do a fresh build, do a skill reset. We'll walk through what's new and what I think would be a good, it looks like magic might be the interesting play in this one. So I want to see what we can get there. So I might do that ice sword and a magic build. But let's check out what the new skills hold for us. So we'll do a quick reset, and we're just going to walk our way through. I always start with Raj Duel. Hey, yeah, so 60 skill points, so it looks like you can get to 61 once I complete that last skill. Once I complete that last mission to get a skill point, which is kill 3 enemies with under a quarter health with close range combat, I think. We'll see. Nothing new added in here. Yeah, nothing new there. In the combat page, they moved some things up here. They moved Great Archer up here, charged bow attacks. And yeah, it looks about it. With the tier 2, we got rapid fire thrown on here. It fires 3 arrows, multi-shot, and a fan-shape AoE. I thought that's what Storm Arrow did, but hey, who knows. So it looks like you actually have some consistent options for dealing with mobs if you have a bow and arrow. Hopes and Dreams actually applies Toxic, because before the update, if I used Storm Arrow, it didn't apply Toxic to all the enemies that got hit, or any of them. So maybe multi-shot will. I don't know. Jump Shot, super useful if you're doing a bow build, especially with Toxic. You can jump, unload arrows much quicker. Judgment Shot got moved. I haven't actually tried this yet, so this may be cool if you have a magic and bow build. So you fire an enemy and it's going to rain down electricity on them. These two guys, they reworded today in the update, so there's another update today, that they also increase bare hands attack movement speed and physical crit. So people were using a sword and this wasn't helping. So you have to be barehanded, which means this guy would be complemented with martial arts fist. So not a bad way to go. We may try that out at some point. Other than that, we got Magnum Shot moved down to the bottom. So maybe this can do some serious damage now. Maybe it's the bow equivalent to the EI slash. Hopes and Dreams. Let's check out the magic. Nothing in the top row. Magic Quiver got moved from Trick tier 3 to Magic tier 2. We have Lightning Ball. This is actually a really fun skill. We'll pop this guy off just because. So the Lightning Ball, it's just going to summon a familiar or a spirit to shock the living shit out of everything around you. So that's pretty dope. If you've never used Time Lock, it's entertaining. They added Life Siphon, so once you cast the spell, increase magic attack until the next cast. It will cost life each time you cast magic skills. 3% doesn't sound too bad for an increase in 50% magic attack, so that's kind of cool. Mana Siphon, I would rather go with Backwater Formation because this increases mana consumption by 250%, whereas Backwater Formation will give the same buff, but reduces our defense by 85%. So drop the defense instead of consuming more mana sounds more appropriate to me. Frost Mine, always super useful. Wisdom. So we can buff the damage. Mantra, decrease maximum life, increase maximum mana, and mana auto recovery rate for a period of time. So it lasts for a minute. The cooldown is 180 seconds, so essentially you have a 2-minute gap between being able to pop it. Reduce your max life down to 70%, so I'm at a rough 1,000 right now, I believe, so it'd take me to 700. Not a terrible trade for an increase in 220% of my mana, and a 250% increase in regen, so that's kind of dope. If you've never used Unlimited Fake Blade Works, if you actually pop it, it'll throw a bunch of swords and you can pick them up before they explode. It has like really low durability, but really high attack. It's kind of cool. You can only equip it, you can't store it or put it in bank space though, so just a heads up there. So yeah, that did it for all the magic stuff that's new, I think. Yeah. In Living, nothing that they reworded some stuff. Lumberjack, I think they buffed. Mining, they buffed. Sense, they buffed. And yeah, Sense of Miner, they buffed. Oh, and this is new too, Survivalists with the bare hands, I think. Sacrifice Super, this is new. You'll recover life, mans, and satiation point by eating your pet. Jesus. You have a chance to obtain dropped items, no experience will be gained. Brutal. Alright. Super Sacrifice. Multi-deployment. Place more than one building at a time from your equipment. Note that some buildings cannot be used or have angle restrictions. Haven't tried this, but seems interesting. Skilled Repair, decrease the chance of losing maximum durability of items when you repair them in your inventory. It's kind of cool. Gathering Life, increase XP you gain from gathering items. Alright, so if you're new to the game, Tier 4. Why would they do that in Tier 4? It should be like a Tier 1 skill. Seems weird to me. Because I would never use this if I'm maxed out. I think that got pushed down here. Lastly, let's check out Trick. We got the Fasting. Okay, so this is what we're going to need to use with the magic build. Fasting with Sunrise to Sunset to increase magic attack, magical critical chance, and magical critical damage until you eat or sunset. So during the daytime, if you're fasting, as long as you don't eat during the daytime, then this guy is going to be on. So that's kind of cool. So don't eat food. The familiar that shocks things around you, you can command it with pet orders, so you can make a jump attack and shit like that. Anything else that is new? And sneak attack data, increase melee attack damage, movement speed when you're in the state of stealth. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, let's go check this stuff out real quick. Maybe I can make my pet attack shit randomly. This should, at the very least, be funny. So this is just a on-the-fly magic build we're throwing together, and nothing really put a whole lot of thought into it. So maybe don't use this as a template, but hey, I just want to show you what this pet does. That's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, we didn't get dual wielding. I'm such a fool. Alright, well you need dual wielding, but anyways, I can show you what this thing does real quick. Eat all the food you can. And now we're going to starve ourselves. So as you can see, it lasts for 9,999 seconds. It's going to last a while. And let's kill some shit. Watch this. This is absolutely amazing. I love this skill. Everything die. Charge! It will move! Yes! You can use the pet commands to move it. That's amazing. Fantastic. Alright guys. That'll do for part 1 of the updates. Check out the YouTube channel or my Twitch stream. Saw everything on there as well, and I usually go live Monday or Tuesday through Thursday, so you can check out the live streams. I'll be coming up with part 2 after I explore some new islands and get a better feel of the new bosses, the new enchants, and some of the cool stuff you can get for there. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good luck, enjoy the ride, and I'll catch you all at some point. Peace out, chill.